Alright, got another review for you today. This time it's going to be of Grond, which falls into the environment category. It's sculpted by Dave Tremont and Leonard Ellis. It's got a 500 piece edition size and comes in at $750. I haven't tried running it through, but I'm pretty sure with the new payment plan you might be able to it might actually fall into the payment plan system. So you may want to do that because it's labeled as low stock on Weta's website. So, obviously with very few pieces produced in general, and then being on low stock, I don't expect it to stick around a whole lot longer. Grond made its debut 2 years ago at New York Comic Con, I think, and we've been kind of trying to be as patient as we can, waiting for this thing to come out. It's a beautiful piece. I love it. Again, it's another one of those pieces that we as collectors have been waiting for what, 10 years or so, or more actually, at this point, about 14 or 15. So it's really fantastic to finally get it. It's really beautifully well done. The wolf actually moves. Somewhat easy to put together. I'll show you a couple of little tricky things that you may have to be careful with as far as when putting the wolf on and setting it up as you like. So it's just an absolutely fantastic piece. Paint's great, detail's great. It's a decent sized piece. I know some people I've seen have wanted it to be a little bit bigger. I think that's one of those scenarios where the bigger it is, the more expensive it costs, and at $750, it definitely needs the payment plans to help you get it into your collection, but it's worth getting into your collection. So definitely a must-have piece, especially if you're a Lord of the Rings collector. Like I said, it's one of those pieces that we've been waiting for a long time. Really happy to have it. I've got him set up.
All right, got Grond set up. Kind of flip him around slowly. I'll get you a close-up look at the head here in a few minutes. You can see he moves. Let's get in some close-ups of the wolf's head here. As you can see, we've got some really good detail here. Some cool paint effects that kind of make it look, old and dusty and worn out, which it probably should, considering it was in Mordor. You've got all the little etchings on it that, gave the wolf power. All the runes from Mordor. Now, one of the things, I don't know if I can get you a good look at it or not, that I have seen brought up is about not giving it a flame effect, but they kind of did. They gave it a paint effect on the inside of the mouth, and the eye is red to kind of give it the feeling that it had the fire in it that we see in the movie. So, not the full-on flame effect that you would have seen on the Balrog, but, I think it's a workable deal. I think I like it. Doesn't really look weird, which I think if you're not careful with flame could on a piece like this. You've got his claws here. Close up of the eye. And you can see the etchings go all the way back. And you can see that he moves every time I move this. So the chains do work. They do provide a sense of that he could actually be a real life battering ram. I wouldn't suggest it. The chains work and they hold, and I think they will hold. But I think if you tried to go back and forth with it like a real battering ram, I don't know how long it would hold up. Some great work here on the wooden beams. Really good job of with the paint and the detailing, obviously, of making it look like wood. Obviously giving it kind of an old beat up look that you expect from Mordor, which I think is really one of the hardest things to capture about this piece, is that it's supposed to be an older looking piece. It's been around for a long time. And giving it that proper aged effect, I think, is difficult, both on the wood and this metal here, to kind of make it look rusted and beat up and stuff. And the sun's giving me a little bit of a hard time here showing you what I'm talking about, but maybe it'll come up a little bit better in the pictures. Let's scoot over here. The wheels, I think, are really good too. They got a really neat old metal look to them. Really cool. Got the tracks in the ground, and even the tracks even have the little holes in there as for those spikes on the wheels that you see. So I really like the wheels. The wheels are really well done. I mentioned this in the opener, but sculpted by Dave Tremont and Leonard Ellis, who have done, I think, virtually all the environments from Weta. At least since they started redoing Middle Earth pieces as far as Lord of the Rings goes. Just exceptional talents. You got the little walkway here for all the orcs that you would have saw in the movie. That's another thing have seen brought up, is that potentially having some orcs and stuff on them. They would have been so small. It would have looked like little blobs. Kind of like how hard it was to do the tree on for the Minas Tirith environment. It would have been like that. Really difficult to pull that off. Not that the guys and gals at Weta couldn't have, but that's really asking a lot, I think. And so better off to leave it. The base, I'll kind of back up and show you the base for a second. Does obviously, like I said, have the track for the mud, and that kind of helps you decide which way it's supposed to be going, because you've got a spot up here where the wheels haven't gone yet. That's the front, that's the back, and the base, which does not have the wolf's head in it when you get it and open it up, only fits in the base one way. So that'll kind of help you figure that out too. Some cool work on this main log with the old wood and stuff on it, and the metal. Kind of show you the body of the wolf here. As you can see, you've got the etchings on it. Back end of the wolf here. I'll kind of get you a look from a little bit further back. Now here's something that I think is being done as a project. It's in the works, where maybe you could get some smaller scale trolls to fit with this, because here are like the handles where they can grab the wolf and help ram into the gate of whatever you need knocked down, or for this, Minas Tirith. Show you some of this working. I really am. This is the thing. You can see some of the, if I can get my finger in here, these are paintbrush videos from it being painted. So I'll have to get those off when it's over with, but really cool, really good job of creating those details there to make it look like metal and to give it that look, especially, like I said, that aged metal. So just a really fantastic piece. 500 piece edition size. $750. It's low stock. It's got a payment plan. It's not going to stick around much longer. If you're like me and that I've been waiting for this piece for over 10 years, don't hesitate too long, because this is not going to be an easy one to fetch down. There's too many of us that have been waiting too long to get this absolutely fantastic piece. Details fantastic, paint's fantastic. Dave and Leonard did an amazing job. Weta did a fantastic job of getting this out to us all in one piece. You've got these chains here that could be difficult to mess with. I got mine on the last link. You may have to kind of play around to get it balanced however you want, but the chains are fantastic as well. I didn't talk about them too much in this, but there's so much detail in this piece, guys. Do not hesitate getting it. As always, thanks for checking out the reviews. Till next time, probably going to be King Thorn on throne.